ahead and say
All
your
right.
first and last name for me and then spell it out.
Sure. First name is Eric, E-R-I-C. Last name is Ferreira, F-E-R-R-E-I-R-A. Staff Sergeant.
All right. So, first of all, just tell me what you do and like what your band is, what you do, what your job is, basically.
Okay, sounds good. I'm with the 101st Airborne Division Band. Normally we're stationed out of Fort Campbell, Kentucky. We got here to Bagram. We relieved the 1st Infantry Division in February. And I'm one of about 12 soldiers here right now, and we're just here to play music and, you know, perform ceremonies for the troops, entertain the troops, provide morale in any way that we can. That's our job over here.
Cool. What do you do?
I am a tuba player. Primarily I'm a tuba player. I play in the brass quintet. We do a lot of ceremonies, and I also play in the brass band that you just heard, where, again, we just entertainment, morale, whatever we can provide.
How do you feel about playing the tuba?
I love playing the tuba. It's a really fun instrument to play. It's surprisingly versatile, like you just saw. You know, whether it's the ceremonial stuff, the entertainment stuff, it's fun to play.
How long have you been playing the tuba?
I've been playing an instrument close to the tuba since I was in 4th grade, so I was about 9 years old. And I switched over to the tuba in high school, and I've been playing it through high school and college and ever since.
So like it's like a passion. You have a passion.
It is a passion indeed, yes.
So you could say you have a passion for tuba.
I have a passion for tuba.
That's cool. Do you feel like, you know, when I think tuba, I think, you know, the chubby guy at the back of the class?
Yeah, we get a bad rap, and unfortunately the stereotype probably exists for a reason, but not all tuba players are like that.
Okay.
I'd like to think so, at least.
Okay.
You don't always get the glamour, but you're what makes it happen. You're the facilitator.
So you're the most important piece of the band?
I think so.
Okay. Let's see. What else, as far as like this band goes, what do you think is the best parts about being in this band?
The best parts of being in this particular band is what we're doing right now. Is coming over here and doing whatever we can to just help the soldiers. We're here for the soldiers. We're soldiers ourselves, but we're in a service position. And I think we have an important role. I believe we have an important role in providing morale for the soldiers, whether they had a hard day, whether they hear us at the DFAC just playing music, or whether we're doing a USO tour out somewhere, or they just hear us outside of the PX playing, whatever we can do to just help them escape mentally, if only for a minute. And just to you know, you know, whether it's making their butt move if they hear a good groove, or whether it's playing patriotic music, making them feel good about the flag. Whatever that may be, we want to be able to provide it. And it's very important to us, and it's very near and dear to our hearts. So.
Very cool. All right, I'm going to move positions real quick. So
sure.
I get a secondary shot. Tell me again, what's the best instrument in the band?
The best instrument in the band is the tuba. There's a lot of good instruments, but, you know, you have to believe that. If you're going to play the instrument, you have to believe it.
Okay, cool. So what advice would you give to anyone out there who wants to play the tuba, maybe for the Army?
Okay, the advice that I would give is that you just have to be ready to go anywhere, anytime, and again, you just have to realize, especially playing tuba, you're not going to get a lot of the glory. There isn't a lot of glamour in the job, but it's a fun instrument to play, and it's rewarding, just like any musician job in the Army would be.
Awesome. What about physical fitness? Like, you have to be in peak physical fitness to play the tuba, right?
Just like any other soldier, you have to be in good shape to do your job. With tuba, especially in the summer, say you're back at stateside and you're doing a lot of change of command ceremonies, and you're lugging around a 50-pound tuba on your shoulder, standing at the position of attention for 30, 45, 60 minutes sometimes. You need to be in good shape to be able to do that.
That's true. What do you do to prepare yourself physically for the tuba?
You practice.
Do you like lift the tuba over your head a lot? Like do some workouts?
No, PT's usually good enough, but other than that, you just have to practice what you're actually doing. Before a ceremony, you have to get out on the field and just practice with the band. Make sure you look good, make sure you sound good, and make sure that you're not going to pass out after 15 minutes of standing there in the heat.
Right. How about like taking care of the tuba? Do you like take it home with you at night? Do you like sleep next to it?
I don't take it home with me. That would be a nightmare if I had to take that thing home with me. It's so large. But just if it starts looking bad, or the mechanics just aren't working quite right, whether it's cleaning it, oiling it, doing whatever I need to do to make sure it looks and sounds good.
Good. Is there anything else you want to add, as like how much you love this job, or just anything else you want to add?
I would just say that these last, how long has it been now since we've been here? 2+ months that we've been here deployed. This is my first time deploying. And this has by far been the most rewarding experience I've had in my 8+ years being in the Army Band program. Just being able, this is where the rubber meets the road for us. Whether it's playing, whether it's playing for a fallen hero, getting loaded onto an airplane to be sent back home, or whether it's playing outside the PX for just whoever happens to be sitting outside the PX at the time, it's all good, and it's all worthwhile.
And you think the troops respond well to you?
I think they do. I think the responsibility is also on us to do whatever we can to make sure they respond well. So playing what they want to play. That's why you hear a tuba, say, playing in the brass band as opposed to just a typical ceremonial group or a marching band, is that we're taking typical marching band instruments and turning it into a group that we think would be good for, that the soldiers will like to hear, something that could take them back home, or just something that just makes their foot tap, just whatever it takes.
All right, I think that's it. We got it.